Today we're going to talk about the New York Knicks Boston Celtics series, right? This is a series that a lot of people had Boston obviously winning. Um, what we've seen from the New York Knicks that to me that jumped right off the screen was the second chance points they had. Uh, Cat was great, but Mitchell Robinson was phenomenal, right? You talk about getting them second chance points, getting those, and most of those offensive rebounds Mitchell Robinson had kind of led out to 3 point to 3 point shots. What we've also seen is the next leap from Mikal Bridges, right? This might be a far take, but like, and I don't like to compare a lot of players, like to current players. Like usually you can compare players now to players that aren't playing anymore, but when Mikal Bridges was hitting that mid range, it gave Kevin Durant vibes. Just pure length, a lot of arms. You see a lot of legs, but it gave real Kevin Durant vibes. Now I'm not jumping out and saying Mikal Bridges is Kevin Durant, but him hitting that mid range, it gave Kevin Durant vibes. I think we have to credit Coach Thibodeau. Uh, what he's done over the years of consistently, no matter what team he's coached for, his team always play hard. They always crash the offensive rebound. They always like to get out and transition after they get a stop. Right. I think what we've seen with Tibido lately is he's allowing this team to shoot a ton more threes than what a normal coach Thibodeau team would shoot. The Knicks are shooting a ton of threes. Obviously, we know it's a new game. Uh, the game has changed, but to get that Coach Thibodeau type of vibe, that play hard, offensive rebounding, play fast in transition, go get layups, go get dunks, and also add threes to it, I think makes the New York Knicks very tough to beat. I I personally I had Boston winning this series. I did, and I didn't it still it, to me it still isn't true until I seen Boston actually lose, right? And that's no disrespect to the Knicks. It's just always tough beating the champs. So for them beating the champs, uh, down 20 game one, down 20 game two, losing game three, right? Shows you the character of the team, which also shows you the character of the coach and his coaching staff. Uh, I honestly believe that the Madison Square Garden, their fans, the Knicks fans. I believe that if it's a 6 man award to give to arenas, I believe right now you have to give that to Madison Square Garden. Um, that place is electric. I mean, I've never seen so many opposing teams shoot so many air balls in Madison Square Garden. The crowd is loud. You've seen the pandemonium after the games. People filling out in the streets. They're raving about their team. You see them on light poles. You see them on sitting on top of billboards. They fucking carrying Spider-Man through the crowd like the movie. I mean, it's a fun time to be in New York right now. It's a fun time to be in New York right now. They deserve it. Damn, it's been so long. They fucking deserve it. Uh, and that's my take on the Knicks. What I also like about the Knicks is how the old Knicks that play for the Knicks show up and support, right? Um, Obviously, you have the celebrity row and whatnot, but most of those people from the celebrity row are like diehard Knicks fans. I think this is great for basketball. I think this is great for the Knicks. They deserve it. Coach Tibbs deserve it. Jalen Brunson deserves it, right? I played on a team with Karl-Anthony Towns, right? You're talking about a guy who was just in the Western Conference last season with a team that hasn't been there in a whole bunch of years and flips it and goes to the Eastern Conference again with a team that hasn't been there in a ton of years. People gave me shit when I spoke about Karl-Anthony Towns being one of the most dominant bigs in the NBA. He did it in each conference. He did it in the Western Conference against Jokic. He did it in the Eastern Conference against Boston. You have to give Karl-Anthony Towns a lot of credit. A lot of credit. He's every time. Every time the lights get bigger, he gets bigger with the lights, right? Um, Also, I wanted to point out the defense, right? From Josh Hart, the defense from the Knicks collectively, right? You see a guy, bloody face, get stitched up, come back in, impact winning, right? You see if there's a loose ball goes into the stands, it's Josh Hart. If a ball's going on the ground, it's Josh Hart. If it's an offensive rebound, if it's a charge, if it's a steal, it's most likely Josh Hart, right? Um, and that shows you that you don't have to be 6'7" or 6'9" to be in the NBA. What Josh Hart is doing is purely a skill, right? Playing hard is a skill, right? And I'm happy for him. He's able to display that skill on a platform that's perfect for him. He's making winning plays, right? Just collectively the small pieces they have, right? The Deuce McBrides, the Mitchell Robinson, OG, right? Mikal Bridges, Brunson, Karl-Anthony Towns, right? They showed a lot of poise. Again, we speak about this Knicks team like it wasn't a lot of success with them. With last season, if they don't get hurt, I think most of their whole team was fucking hurt last season. If they don't get hurt last season, they got a pretty good chance of being exactly where they are this year, last year also. So this isn't a surprise. This isn't a fluke or something that just happened this year. The Knicks team has been for real. Coach Thibodeau's team, all the teams that he's coached, fucking give you hell. They play hard. They pack the paint. They rebounded extremely well, and they play fast. I think that he added freedom from the 3-point line. I think he maybe played one more guy than he used to because that motherfucker Tibbs is playing 7 motherfuckers, man. So maybe he's playing 8, but you got to give the Knicks a lot of credit. They played the champs. They beat the champs. They beat them straight up, right? They beat them down 20. They came back and beat them. They beat the champs straight up. You got to give them a lot of credit. I like the Knicks versus Indiana. But I like the Knicks though. I like the Knicks.